chapter is inheritance and variation. Chapter is inheritance and variation. Okay. We are going to discuss about a new chapter. Chapter is inheritance and variation. It's a chapter is inheritance and variation. Let's move for discussing a chapter. Let's move for discussing a chapter. Chapter is inheritance and variation. Now in this chapter we will learn about inheritance and variation. Chapter name is inheritance and variation. Inheritance and variation. So we have going to discuss about what is inheritance and variation. Listen. First of all, in this chapter, now you also know that for the point of medical, for the medical's point of view, like an entrance exam, Neet, it's a very interesting chapter. Very interesting chapter, because it's asking by the examiner is the most important question from this chapter. It's the most important question from this chapter. So you need to learn proper way as we teach. Okay? Then in this chapter, firstly we discussed about inheritance. What is inheritance? And what do you mean by inheritance? And after this, we going to discuss variation. What is variation? Okay, so one by one let us discuss. What is inheritance? Inheritance. Inheritance. First of all, inheritance, you know that inheritance. After the inheritance, we have discussed heredity. Heredity. What is heredity? Heredity. What is heredity? You know that what is heredity? The heredity is a transfer of character from parent to offspring. That's a heredity. That means transfer. That means transfer. Transfer of character from parent to offspring. Is called heredity. Heredity. Only one transfer, not any. I am not talking about except of this. Just I am talking about only transfer of character. Of what is the character of parent is transferred into offspring. That's a transfer of character. That's a we have parent. We have a parent. And the transmission of character occurs. Transmission of character occurs from parent to offspring. Offspring is a transfer, is a transmission. Transmission. What is transmission? What is transfer? The character. Listen. I am not talking about here any process. Just I am talking about transfer. Not I am talking about a process. No, I am not talking about like this. I am talking about just a process. No, sorry. Just a process, just a transfer. Not talking about any process. I am just talking about only one transfer. That means character. What is the character of parent? You know that what is the character of parent? Just the transfer into offspring. And this is known as heredity. Only one heredity. Okay? This is known as heredity. Okay. You also got it. Abhi samajh gaye. Heredity. But after the transmission, you know that in a sexual reproduction, You know that in the sexual reproduction, whenever transmission of character occurs from parent to offspring in form of gamete, one gamete, you know that in a reproduction involve gamete formation. है ना? One gamete come from male and one gamete come from female. Both gamete fuse together and form a zygote. And zygote is different from parent. The zygote is different from male, different from female. Male and female. What is male and female? Male and female is a parent, na? Male and female is a parent. So zygote, which is formed by the sexual reproduction, you know that zygote is the formed by the sexual reproduction, is also different from the parent, male otherwise female. Isn't it? Isn't it? Okay. So variation. That means variation. That means this is the variation. मतलब parent offspring differ from parent. Offspring differ from parent. That's a variation. That's a variation. Okay. You know that in a sexual reproduction, you know that in a sexual reproduction, you know that in a sexual reproduction, parent have character. A parent, that means male and female both have character. Its own male and female. Male and female both have character. Character. A character come from male and character come from male. A character come from male and a character come from female. A character come from female and both in form of gamete, na? In form of gamete. That's called sperm, and that's called egg. Sperm and egg both combine to form a new zygote. A new zygote. That's how you both are parent. What is this? This both are parent. You know that parent is look like different from zygote. Parent is look like different from new offspring which is formed after the sexual reproduction. Isn't it? Why? Isn't it? So offspring is a differ. Offspring is a differ from parent is called variation. That's called variation. How variation create? By the sexual reproduction, variation create. How variation create? By the sexual reproduction, variation create. Okay. So parent. Okay. Parent. That's a parent. That's a offspring. You write as for this, for the variation, only for variation. Parent offspring differ from parent. Is called variation. That's all. It's called variation. That's all. It's called variation. Okay? मतलब offspring differ. We also see we see here from parent. It's called variation. That's called variation. Okay. That's called variation. Okay. You got it? Just give me a thumb. I'll give you a red heart. You got it? Then like. You got it? Then like. You got it? Then give me a thumb. You got it? Then give me a thumb. Thumb, give me a thumb. Okay. Yes. after a study of this, we have learned how variation create and which of the factor variation create. Okay, which of the factor variation create. Okay, so let these all are studied in genetics. These all are studied in genetics, inheritance and variation. If both are combined to form genetics, both combine to form a genetics, inheritance and variation both combine to form a genetics. मतलब genetics is a study of inheritance and variation. Genetics is nothing. Genetics is a study of inheritance and variation. Just 1 minute. What is genetics? So genetics is a study. Genetics, you know that genetics is a study of inheritance and variation. That means, what do you mean by genetics? Genetics. Genetics. मतलब definition. Definition. Study of inheritance and variation. That's what genetics. Study of inheritance and variation is called genetics. देखो, I just देखो सुनो, आप बैक करके देख सकते हो इनहेरिटेंस क्या होता है, हम समझा दिए इनहेरिटेंस क्या होता है. You know that what is the inheritance? Your question is what is inheritance? तो inheritance, that's a offspring differ from parent. Offspring differ from is a variation, but we also know that that's a what is inheritance. So inheritance is just a process. I talking about this. After this I will explain. What is inheritance. After this I will explain, because we have known firstly genetics, after gene, after this genetics. Firstly gene, and next genetics, gene, and after the inheritance, because the inheritance just a process, only transmission of characteristics from parent to offspring, just a process, nothing else, just a process is an inheritance. Okay, I will telling about this. Just wait. So this term, genetics term, who's given by genetics term? You know that who's given by? I will explain. Genetics term is given by Watson, a scientist, a famous scientist. Genetics term are given by Watson. Genetics term, but the father of genetics is Gregor von Mendel. What is Gregor John Mendel. Father of genetics is Watson. Father of genetics is Gregor von Mendel. Okay. Father of genetics is Gregor von Mendel. Okay. You know that after this genetics is what is genetics? So both study genetics. So genetics. After this we have learned gene. Because a gene a factor which create variation. Because only one gene a factor. Name the factor of for the gene is given by Mendel साहब, जो हमारे मेंडल साहब थे, which case 7-year experiment और a Pisum set आएगा. तो in this chapter mainly we have discussed about in this chapter only one gene, because gene a factor which create variation during the sexual reproduction. You also know that, है ना? ये gene, है ना? Gene. What is gene? After gene, देखो, just gene. What is gene? Just your question I will explain here. After I will explain here. The inheritance. What is inheritance? So just suppose inheritance is nothing. Inheritance is a nothing. Inheritance is a nothing. But inheritance is just a process. You know that just a process. Just a process. मतलब process of transmission of character. Transmission of characteristic from parent to offspring. That's called inheritance. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. So, just a inheritance. What is inheritance? Just a process. What is? Just a process. How we can transfer? How we can? What is the process involved in transmission of characteristic from parent to offspring? Whenever you know that whenever parent, whenever transmission of characteristic occurs from parent to offspring, then a process involved in this transmission, and this process is known as inheritance. Okay, so parent, a process involved in transmission of characteristic from parent to offspring, a parent to offspring. It's a process that's called inheritance. That's called inheritance. Okay, you got it? What is the inheritance? Just a process. You got it? You got it? You got it? Other gene. Gene. What is gene? Because gene are factor which create a variation. And in this process, right? Very good. So gene. You know that gene term given by, who is gene term given by? Gene term given by Johnson. You know that Johnson. Gene term given by Johnson. Term given by Johnson. But the term factor for gene, the term factor for the gene is given by Mendel. You know that the term factor Johnson. Okay, Johnson. The term factor, है ना? Mendel साहब called the gene factor, only factor, है ना? Mendel साहब called the gene, it was a Mendel factor. Okay, for gene. But what is gene? A question arises here. What is gene? Mainly question arises here that what is gene? You know that. What is gene? Listen. Chromosome occurs in pair. You know that chromosome occurs in pair. And this is a DNA. DNA which occurs in chromosome. DNA which found in chromosome. So just a part, yeah, a particular segment. You call just a particular segment of DNA. Just a particular segment, like a DNA. This is a DNA. Come. Sit. Just a DNA. And here, these whole are DNA. But just a part, just a part, just a part of DNA, just a part, yeah, as you call, just a segment, and this is called gene. It's called gene, which form a particular character, which form a protein, and which control a particular character in the human body. And each gene control a particular character in the human body, otherwise in the living in the body of living organisms, as you call it. Okay, so that's a segment, yeah, part of DNA. Just like this A is a gene, B is a gene, C is a gene, D is a gene. Both are different type of gene, and which control different character by the forming of protein in the human body. Okay, okay, you got it, you got it. Okay, मतलब gene is a segment, gene it is the segment or part of DNA that form protein, and these protein control a particular character in the living body. You got it? Very good. You got it. You got it. So it's a segment, yeah, part of DNA that form protein. That form protein. You also know that form protein. And this protein control a particular character. A particular character. Okay. Character in living body. Okay. Just we take example. And you all more clearly understood it. Okay. Iris. Okay. Okay. Huh? Just we take example. Just we have a gene. We have a gene. We have a gene. Just only one gene. We have a gene. And this gene name. We have a just we take example. We can also teach a physics. But currently we teach. I am teaching currently bio. So you just see bio. I understood this bio. After if in any chapter we have a difficult, then comment to me. I will give explanation after this. Okay? Comment who is a difficult chapter. Then after this I will explain. Okay? Okay. Just we have one gene, and this gene This gene form a protein. This gene form a protein. Sorry, एक minute. form of protein. Form of protein. And form of protein. Name and this protein make a growth hormone. This protein matlab a gene which form protein name a protein growth hormone. Growth hormones. Growth hormones. And this protein control a particular character in plant, such as, and this protein control a particular character in plant, such as control, that is character, and this gene form a protein growth hormone. Form a protein, what is the growth hormone? And this protein control a particular character in a plant. Just only one character, plant height. This protein is controlling a character in plant. It's called plant height. This protein is controlling a character. The plant is called plant height. Okay, you got it. Plant height. Okay. You know that plant may be tall and plant may be short. It's a height. It's a tall, short. It's a height. That means tall and dwarf. Short, that means dwarf. So tall and dwarf, it's the height of plant. Tall and dwarf. Listen, tall and dwarf. I must say tall or dwarf. What is tall or dwarf? It's a name. Another name is given for this is a trait. Another name is given for this tall, because you know that plant height may be tall and plant height may be dwarf. The tall and dwarf, what is tall and dwarf? The tall and dwarf is a trait. What is tall and dwarf is a trait. क्या? Trait. Tall and dwarf. Have understood? Like you. Yes. You got it of this. Yes or no? You got it of this? Very good. I will take a more example and we are going to understood what is homozygous, what is heterozygous, what is dominant, what is allele. I will explain allele here. I must explain allele here. One gene, but it's a two another form. One gene, but it's a two another form. Tall and dwarf. Tall for capital T is a tall, small t for dwarf. Capital T, right? We can write for the capital T, for the tall is capital T, for the dwarf is small t. For the capital is for the tall, capital T, for the dwarf, small t. But we have one gene. And to another form of this gene, to slightly different form of same gene is called allele. So this is the allele and this is the allele. Slightly different. Just a slightly different form of same gene. It's called allele. You have one gene and slightly different two form. It's a 1 and it's 1. So this is the allele and this is the allele. Okay? This is the allele and this is the allele. That means slightly different form. slightly different form of same gene is called allele. Okay. Just you understood. Just you understood. I will explain. Just we understood. Okay. Your doubt. Your doubt going to clear after discussing. After discussing, just you relax. Okay. Just you relax. Can it is? Okay. Just relax, relax. Just relax. अभी तो महफिल में बहुत कुछ बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. अभी तो महफिल में बहुत कुछ बाकी है. Okay. Just we have learned this term. That's a term. When you are studying inheritance of one gene, inheritance of two gene, in this I will explain your question. Just and we are going to discuss about.
बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते जब पैसा पास होता है, टूट जाता वो रिश्ता गरीबी में जो सबसे खास होता है। बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते जब पैसा पास होता है, टूट जाता वो रिश्ता गरीबी में जो सबसे खास होता है। बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते।
Oh my God, orientation is locked. After the calling, gave it is too much problem. Orientation is locked. Okay, come. Okay. Just a homozygous, we have learned homozygous, heterozygous, homozygous, heterozygous. Wait, it was some issue. Homozygous, heterozygous, dominant, allele, recessive allele. Homozygous, heterozygous, dominant and trait. And trait. Okay, you got it. Homozygous, what is homozygous? Heterozygous, dominant, recessive, trait. We have learned. Okay, you got it. You got it. Tell me what I have to do, learn. You got it. Tell me. अरे टीटी नहीं भाई बोल रहे हैं हम. हाँ. Okay. Just suppose we have a one gene. And this gene control a particular character in plant height. Character मतलब plant height. And two form of the gene. two form. We have a two form of the gene. Capital T, the tall and dwarf. Tall and dwarf. Yes, sir. Suppose a gene which control a character in plant called plant height, and we have a two form of it. A capital T, is small t. A capital T, is small t. So capital T is a single, small t is a single, na? That's a gamete. That's a gamete. That's a gamete. Because chromosome, you know that chromosome occurs in pair. Chromosome occurs in pair. Okay. So this is the gamete. This is the gamete. I will explain later. Gamete. Okay. And gamete formation. So this is the form. Okay. You know that. Chromosome always occurs in pair. Position. Just listen. Position. Suppose capital T chromosome is here and capital small t chromosome is here. Small t allele is here and capital T allele is here. So this condition of chromosome is called homologous chromosome. क्योंकि because gene, that means allele, that means this on this both are allele, gene present at the same locus in chromosome. What is same locus? That means position of both is same. That's called homologous chromosome. That means it's a homologous chromosome. Homologous chromosome. You know that this is the capital T and this is the small t. You just see this is the same gene. You just see this is the same gene. This is the same gene? Yes, you know. This is the same. You know that both are different gamete. This both are different gamete. You know that both are different gamete. है ना? For this, when parent become, when in a sexual reproduction, when these go in the offspring, then offspring will tall, and when this, then offspring is dwarf, and due to this, offspring will be tall, and due to this, offspring will be dwarf. So these are a different form, na? These are a different form, na? Okay, you got it. This is a different form, na? Both form is a different, na? Both form is a different, na? Both form is a different. Both form is because due to this, parent will due to this offspring will be tall, and due to this, parent will offspring will be dwarf. So both are different. Both form is a different. है ना? Condition. A condition arise. That's called hetero. That means alag alag. Hetero. That means heterozygous. This condition is called heterozygous condition. This condition is called heterozygous condition. When both allele is different, then a condition arise is called heterozygous condition. Hetero means different. Okay, you got it. Then a heterozygous condition, that means heterozygous, capital T small t, that means capital T small t, heterozygous condition, that means capital T small t, heterozygous condition, because chromosome always occurs in pair. Okay, you got it. Then which trait express Then which trait express? Then dominant. You know that dominant here, D for dominant, R for recessive. D for dominant, you just understood in a short form. D for dominant, R for recessive. D for the dominant and R for the recessive. Okay. So here mainly the here mainly the capital T is a tall, and a capital T is a tall. So down dominant trait. So here represent is a dominant trait. So here is a represent a dominant trait. क्या? Dominant trait. Dominant trait. Dominant trait. Capital T. Dominant trait. Capital T. Dominant trait. Dominant trait. Okay. Dominant trait. And when a dominant trait, then when a dominant trait come here, then offspring will be tall. Then offspring will be offspring. Which trait express? Which trait express? It is tall. It's a tall. It's a tall. You got it? Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. It's a welcome. Very welcome to you. Very welcome. Very welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you so much. Okay. You got it? You got it? You got it? Okay. We take another example. You got it? Very good. We take another example. We have a one gene. And this gene, just we have a one gene, and this gene control a particular character in plant. Just a plant height. Same example. Plant height. क्या? Plant height. And it has two allele. But both are same. Both is the same allele, capital T and capital T. Both is the same allele, capital T. In this situation, we take same allele. Capital T is capital T. Okay. We have one gene, and this gene control a particular character in a plant. Okay. But this gene have a two another allele, but both allele is the same. Both form of allele. Both form of allele is the same. Capital T is a capital T. Same. Okay. Position in chromosome same. Homologous chromosome. Position in a chromosome just same. Because chromosome occurs in pair. Okay. Same locus. That means homologous. Homologous chromosome. Okay. You just form. Both form is the same yet different. You just tell me both form are the same yet different. Capital T, small t. For when coming parent, then when coming offspring, then offspring will be tall. Then this coming parent, coming offspring, then offspring will be tall. So both is different, but whenever come this and whenever come this, in situation and in this situation, both situation offspring will be tall. Will be tall because of tall. मतलब both are same. मतलब both form is same. Both form is same. है ना? Both form is same. Okay. And condition. whenever same, तो homo, same, homo, same, that means homo, मतलब homo, homozygous chromosome, homozygous condition, homozygous condition, homozygous condition, because both is same, both allele is same, both allele is same, then a condition arise is called homozygous condition. Homo means same. Okay. So which trait express? We know that is a capital T is a capital T. There is a capital T. Dominant trait. Dominant trait. That means capital T. Okay. Whenever capital T is a dominant trait, then offspring will be tall. Because the dominant, na, is a dominant. So offspring will be tall. Okay. Offspring, matlab which trait express? The tall. Which trait express is the tall? We take another example. Okay. Just we have a one gene. Okay. We have a one gene. And this gene control a particular character in a plant. Is plant height. Both form is the same but dwarf. Both in this condition we take a same allele for the one gene. In this condition we take a same allele for the one gene, but both is a tall. Both allele is tall. Okay, tall. But chromosome is of same condition. Arise. Same homozygous. Homologous. So you know that you see here, you see both is the same. Allele. Isn't it? Both is the same allele. Both form of allele is same. Isn't it? Both is the same allele. Yes, same allele is the same. The condition same. When is same allele, then condition arise homozygous because same. है ना? So homozygous condition. Homozygous condition. Now you know that no hair dominant allele. Here there is no dominant allele present because small t only small t, matlab only dwarf is present, only small t is present, not any present here, dominant allele is not present here. So whenever dominant allele is not present here, then after the dominant we learn recessive. So only recessive allele present here, except dominant, because dominant is not present here. So whenever dominant is not present here, so only one allele is also present, na? It must be present. Except dominant, we have present recessive. So this is the recessive allele. This is the recessive allele. So we have recessive allele. Okay, and small t, recessive allele, and a small t. So for the recessive allele, whenever come recessive allele in offspring, then offspring will be tall. Offspring dwarf. Offspring will be dwarf. Then offspring will be dwarf. Recessive allele, that means recessive trait is a small t. then offspring will be how dwarf. How? Dwarf. You got it of this. Okay, very good. So we take conclusion from this data and from this graph. We take conclusion. Okay, iris. Iris. Okay. A gene. Conclusion. What is the conclusion? You know that a gene have three different genes. A gene have three different form, three different conditions. Dominant या recessive. So you know that dominant recessive, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. That's a dominant. You call condition for the condition for allele. देखो इंग्लिश इज बेटर. इंग्लिश है. देखो इंग्लिश इज बेटर ना. So I will speak English. English is better for the examination. English is better.
बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते जब पैसा पास होता है, टूट जाता वो रिश्ता गरीबी में जो सबसे खास हुआ है। बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते जब पैसा पास होता है, टूट जाता वो रिश्ता गरीबी में जो सबसे खास हुआ है। बन जाते हैं लाखों रिश्ते।
हेलो. जस्ट लिसन. चलो ठीक है, अब आपका भाई आ ही गया. शाम को करते हैं क्योंकि हमें किसी का फोन आ गया अर्जेंटली. अभी मेरे को जाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, अर्जेंटली, इसके लिए सॉरी. अर्जेंटली अभी कहीं जाना पड़ेगा, तो अभी चलते हैं. हम शाम को हम लेक्चर कराएंगे, यहीं से कंटिन्यू करेंगे कंक्लूजन से. ओके, बाय बाय.